ladies and gentlemen, mostly ladies, of course, I'm sure. This is Lord Lokgar with Black again as my co-pilot in the Y-Wing on planet Hoth, or what planet is this? Greentooth? Planet Greentooth? Planet...
Endor, maybe?
Yeah, this is Endor, so we're like the AT-AT guys, with the big glass-looking helmets. Anyway, so we are back from another game from the Dawn of War 2 iCCupTV Invitational, best of one, for the first few rounds. You can, I forgot to mention this in the last cast, but you can view the finals. The finals were actually casted myself, Railkun, who you all know from StarCraft 2, and a Relic developer, Tasker, who is their lead balance guy, joined us for the best of 3 series versus Norny versus Noave, and it was very enjoyable. The 1 hour special extravaganza can be viewed on our Ustream, and there will be a link to the VOD in the comments of this thingamabob. YouTube video. That's what I was looking for.
Yes, it is a video.
Anyway, we have the DK Schranz Fan from the FOG German clan. Most notably as a team game player. He did agree to sign up to play in our 1v1 invitational, so I would like to thank him, my German comrade. He's playing the Hive Tyrant up on the top spawn, and Caeltos, one of my favorite players ever, because he is my clan member from DA. EMS winners 2 to 3 times in a row.
No big deal.
No big deal. Playing as the Commando Knob in the south. So this looks to be an interesting game. Anything to say before we get into this, Black?
I would like to point out the distinct lack of pink in either of their color schemes, which I'm very disappointed in. But other than that, it's looking like it'll be a good game.
I don't understand, man. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is L to the Lokgar. Sorry, I had to do it. I got put onto the spot.
I think I have to disown you right now.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Anyway, let's go. 3 on go. Okay, on go. Okay.
All right.
Okay, on go. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. You got it. You got
yes.
it. Okay.
I think I got it.
3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, this map actually. Some things I've noticed is this building right here is I can use the arrow feature because I'm baller as fuck.
Which building are you talking about? Because
the one near Schranz Natural VP. It's a 3. This is the building that I used in my Alienware match versus Tricky Gilligan. It has 3 holes. That means when you garrison inside of it, 3 of your ranged units are shooting, as opposed to the 1 in normal conventional buildings such as this building. So you can just hop in, hop out, hop in, hop out. Use the glitch to avoid grenades, and you're golden. And the top is also lined up with all these. So really, I haven't seen many people abusing it, but like in the top tier levels of play, the top spawn is actually at a notable disadvantage because the bottom only has these 1 windows. So if you're against a ranged heavy enemy that's spawned in the south, you're kind of at a disadvantage here. And early harass from the Commando Knob, stealth out, taking out some Gons, doing terrible damage. And Caeltos going for the 3 Shooter build versus the 2 Termagon build, and Caeltos' build does counter the 2 Termagon build quite heavily if you can keep the map capping up. Anything to add, Black?
That sounds about right to me. Schranz Fan is gonna have his work cut out for him. I'm expecting him to do some war gear upgrades with his Hive Tyrant to try and counter this Shooter blob.
Now, it is interesting to note that Caeltos is letting Schranz take out his secondary gen. It's not as important, but it's never a good idea to, let that happen. And he's been baiting these 2 Termagons with his Slugga boys. But the Toxic Sacks have been upgraded, so these Sluggas will be forced to retreat before they can actually cap that wreck.
Really smart retreat on Caeltos' part right there. Just getting out of there before he loses any models at all.
Right, and he just has to spend a few seconds in base healing up, as opposed to, spending that requisition to reinforce.
And a key part of this three-shooter build is that you're going to be a little bit weak economically in the beginning, and that's why things like 2x Ranger from Eldar actually do a ton of damage to it. So minimizing model losses is absolutely crucial for this kind of strat.
Right, and Schranz has been doing a good job of going here and there, decapping a wreck point like this one right here. He's been doing a good job of that, and you really want to hurt the orc player economically. And it's something that you see in higher levels of play, just decapping a point instead of standing there and recapping it. And the stun bomb looks like it missed completely. That was terrible.
Surprising there.
But yeah, just decapping a point to interrupt the enemy's economy is a good thing to do. It doesn't take too long. You can do it any time of the game, really. And like, you don't even need to sit there for the extra 30 seconds or something to recap it. Anyway, let's look at the economy real quick. 293, 324. Schranz is definitely ahead of Caeltos in economy. But the big shooters are popping out.
And like I predicted, Schranz has gone for the charge armor, so expect to see that coming into any big shooter mass that tries to engage his forces.
Right, and Schranz did upgrade all of his gaunts, and he wasted no time in getting that 3 gens up. And with the 3 times big shooter build, like you can't get your gens up that quickly. So it's really crucial that Schranz is pushing his advantage as he is right now by taking out these wreck points. Don't know why he's pulling back from these sluggers. He could easily, you know, kind of gang bang them and force them to retreat before that commando knob came out. And the commando knob did get the extra equipment, and Ravener's out, so Schranz is really just going for the super uber shooty blob of death in tier 2 once the range synapse comes into play.
I'm intrigued to see. I'm wondering why he's not going warriors as well, just to get the detection specifically. But once those venom broods come out in T2, he should be solid against this K-Knob.
And there was a wonderful charge on Caeltos' shooter mass up top. Lost 2 shooters, and oh, Caeltos is using the buildings like I predicted. Now he's gonna have 3 shooters, and you know, if he had the big shooters upgraded, the way the AI works is both the big shooters would automatically be pointing at the high tyrant, making it so really the big shooter squad, the actual shooters, the normal shooters, don't really put that much DPS out. It's really mostly the big shooters, and you see Gen Bashing and Ravener shooting at the said Gen Bashers. I really am scared of 3 scatter Ravener broods, like
those are going to be very, very, very powerful.
Yeah. Caeltos somehow got all of the map back, actually. He's been doing a good job of ninja capping, splitting up his forces. Look at the bottom wreck points. Those are all mature. Completely matured at 30 for Caeltos, and his economy is soaring.
Oh, wow.
393 wreck and 74 power. Like,
That
I hate to
is
say it, but
an
Schranz is
absolute.
just getting outplayed. And this 3 shooter squad thing, especially on this map, is going to be huge when the building changes get implemented, so they don't wait around the entrance anymore. Like, wow.
Yeah, to say the least.
Just look at that damage ripping through those Termagants. And that's like at max range too, like, and they have the ability to suppress at will. They're just really good generalist units. They fall out in tier 2 and tier 3, but if you can press your advantage in tier 1, that won't even matter. Your enemy will not be pouring out the big guns faster than you at all. Especially with the weird boy, and Caeltos is going tier 2 sooner than Schranz. Despite doing this very heavy build, he does have a secondary Gen 5